Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you haven't seen any of my videos before, my name is Aust. This is another part of my minimalism series, and I have a whole bunch of other minimalism videos. I'll link them all in the description box for you. This video, pun totally intended, will be taking us back to basics. I'll be talking you guys through things that I've learned when it comes to downsizing and reducing your possessions and basically just clearing up your life. Minimalism is not a competition. It's not about who owns less. It's about reducing the amount of clutter and things that you don't need in your life. So, for example, if I have a whole bunch of friends who are makeup artists, they still need a large makeup collection. They can't get rid of that because that's their job. Me personally, I have a lot of photography equipment, so lighting, cameras, microphones, stands, all of that sort of thing, because photography is a huge part of my job. So I need to have that equipment around. I can't reduce all of those things because I do need them for work. So it should be about clearing out the unnecessary items and keeping the things that you need and the things that make you happy. I've also made a downloadable little chart for you guys, and it's my 30-day minimalism challenge for you. So there's 30 days and 30 little tasks set out for you, and it's just to help you declutter and get started on your journey. If you do find this video useful, I would love it so much if you give me a thumbs up. And if you do want to see more of this series, because I do have more videos coming, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And now I'm going to take you through my 10 tips. So first off, we're going to start small. You don't have to go and tear your whole house apart straight away just because you want to get into minimalism. And if you do that, you might find that you'll end up tossing out things that you did actually need. So you want to edit selectively and you want to edit frequently. By start small, I mean start in one place. A cupboard, set of drawers, a shelving unit, something like that, and you're going to pull it all off or out, and then you're going to only put back what you need. By starting in one place, you're going to learn to be a little bit more ruthless with your culling. If you just try to do everything at once, you'll end up going, I'll keep that, I'll keep that, I'll keep that, and you'll just get rid of a few things. Whereas if you're just focusing on one space, then it means that you're going to be way more selective with what you keep. Now you're just going to keep what's important to you, and these are things that you either need for your daily life or things that make you happy. Don't confuse sentimentality with happiness. If it doesn't make you happy, you probably don't need it in your life. For me, I not only do this to items, but I do this with relationships as well. I know a lot of people wouldn't like to do that, but for me, my time is so precious that if someone is horrible to me all the time, or if they're not supportive of me, they don't get to be a part of my life. So you're gonna ask yourself, what purpose does this item serve me? Is there a reason I need to keep it, or am I just hanging on to it? You'll find a lot of people hang on to things that, like I mentioned before, have sentimental value, or they have a high monetary value. If you go, oh, I had to spend $300 on this dress, you probably are going to feel like you shouldn't throw it away, like you feel it's wasteful, so don't sell it. Now you're also going to choose quality over quantity. You don't need to have 30 t-shirts, you probably only need 5 really good ones. A thing that I see a lot of people do is they'll go and they spend not very much money on basic clothing that they wear all the time because they feel like they shouldn't invest money into that because it's something that they're going to wear frequently and it will get worn down. But then they'll go and they'll spend a very large amount of money on items for special events, like if they're going to a wedding or they're going to a birthday party. When I look at that, I see that as being the wrong way around. I feel like you should invest a larger amount of money into your everyday basics so that they last longer and they're higher quality. And if you do have to buy a piece for a special event or occasion, try and spend a bit less money on it, because you're either not going to wear it very frequently at all, or you're going to end up selling it afterwards, or it's going to sit stuffed in the back of your closet. So invest the money into the things that you need to spend a lot of your time with. If you've already seen my other videos or you follow me on Instagram, you're probably gonna have a bit of a chuckle at this one, but my next tip is to pick a theme. So for example, my theme for my clothing is black, white, and gray, and preferably something that shows off my waist. You don't have to have the same theme as me by any means. That's what suits me and suits my body shape. If you like color, have some color in your wardrobe. Just make sure the items that you're purchasing are versatile and you can use them in 4 or more outfits. You're going to own less, so it's very, very important that the things you do own are all cohesive with each other and can be mixed and matched easily. When it comes to interior decoration, the theme that I decided on for our new apartment here was very similar to the old place. I just changed a couple of little things. So I decided black, white, chrome, concrete, and cacti. The only changes that I made was I changed what sort of plants I had in the house and just little accessories like that. Like I added in some concrete rather than all the wooden accessories that I had before. Now I know this isn't conventional. I know a lot of minimalists are like, don't buy new things at all ever. But for me, I love having a beautiful home and I love having a beautiful wardrobe. So I try to be very selective about what I do purchase, but I still want to allow myself to have an environment that is aesthetically pleasing for me. So I guess that goes back to what I was saying before about keep what makes you happy. I have to work from home quite a lot, so I want to make sure that my environment is one that I feel comfortable in, and I'm not going to feel cramped and I'm not going to feel cluttered, but at the same time, I want it to be really visually relaxing for me. My next tip is to edit your wardrobe regularly. If you've never done a wardrobe cull, I do have a video on how to do that. At first, you're probably going to want to do it once a month, and then eventually you can start spacing it out. So I need to do it every 4 months now. Mine is mainly just to make sure that my clothes actually fit after weight loss. I do have like a vacuum sealed bag that I had some summer clothes in, and I pulled them out and pretty much none of them fit anymore. So that was my little cull there, was getting rid of those items of clothing, and now I have to try and find summer clothes. My next tip is what I like to call purgatory, because it's sort of the deciding state about whether you will keep something or whether you will get rid of it. A rule for general household items, if they have to go into purgatory, their length of time is 3 to 6 months. For clothing, it's 12 months because you do have to get through a whole year of seasons. My next little tip is to keep your surfaces clear and limit the amount of surfaces that you have. So we have 2 bedside tables, and I mean we do have a table and a coffee table. I would prefer not to have a coffee table, or if I had a coffee table, I'd prefer not to have a dining table because we have a breakfast bar. I want to get rid of one of those, but having surfaces, you're very, very likely to come home, dump stuff on it, and then go and do something else. When you do this, ultimately it will start to pile up, and that's how things get messy. So if you do have a lot of like clear surfaces in your home, keep them clear. This might be a difficult one for a lot of people, but you're going to learn to say no. If you're walking along the street and they're giving away free samples for something, no. If someone's trying to send you goods to promote online but you don't really like them, no. Someone's giving away something because they don't want it anymore, no. Someone you don't like is trying to make plans with you, no. Any sort of situation that doesn't make you happy or has things that you don't need, say no. Also going to try and learn to ignore sales. So if you're constantly getting marketing, this is pretty frequent for emails. Like if you purchase something online, you'll notice that you always get emails from them trying to sell you more things. And you're actually going to learn to ignore physical sales as well. Don't buy something just because it's on sale. Like, yeah, it might be a bargain, but what are you going to do with it? Instead, what I like to do is make a wish list. So on my computer, I have a folder and it's called wish list, and it just has bookmarks to all the items that I think I would like to purchase. And those bookmarks, they can sit in there, like I have some in there for like 2 years before I decide to purchase it, but really just reevaluate what you're getting and how it will fit into your life. Now, there's tons more tips that I could share with you guys, but I thought I would just share 10 that I find really, really useful. You can find more tips in that downloadable calendar that I made for you guys. It's not set out for any particular month, so you can just start it whenever you want. It's just the next 30 days, and it gives you a task for each and every day. If you do decide to start it, I'd love it if you'd leave me a comment below letting me know. And I really hope you guys found this video helpful. I know a few of you had been asking like, how do I get started? Where do I begin? So here we go. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye.